Hi, I'm Dr. Siri and I'm here to spend time with you talking about one of my favorite drinks, Tumeric Elixir. But before we do that, I want to share with you a mindful minute, and we're going to do that with the crystal singing bowls. So wherever you are, lying in bed, sitting in a chair, on your sofa, not if you're driving in a car, just take a moment to notice your breath, close your eyes down, and begin to pay attention to your breath. So just inhale deeply and exhale deeply. And just notice the breath. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. And inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Thank you. So one of the things about the mindful minute is to just notice feelings too. So sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're frustrated, sometimes we're joyful. But by not noticing our feelings, we can sometimes send the body into places of imbalance. So even I know that in my own life. So today we're going to talk a little bit about one of our favorite household drinks, and that's Tumeric Elixir. And it's a game changer for us. We love it, we have it often, and it's a lot easier and certainly a little less messy than pulling out the juicer to make a turmeric ginger shot or something like that. So I've kind of gotten of the school of thought that blended pureed drinks can actually be as good or equivalent to the shots that I get. And we have a couple of places here in Phoenix that we'll go to, and we love those shots. They really perk us up, give us energy, mental focus. But this is something you can make at home for a fraction of the cost, which we all love. And so I want to point out a couple of interesting things. One of which is that in the current dietary guidelines, there are not specific guidelines as pertains to phytonutrients. And by phytonutrients, I mean those super amazing active constituents that are present in plants. So curcumin, for example, in turmeric, flavonoids that are present in citrus, quercetin that's present in apples, just to name a few. And in some plants, there's hundreds to thousands of different nutrients that we haven't studied and are beyond the scope of what sits in our current dietary guidelines. So when we're thinking about immunity and general vitality, I think we owe it to ourselves to think about where we're getting our juice literally from when it comes to plant nutrients. So this drink is pretty straightforward to make, and I'm just going to kind of go through the ingredients here. We have 2 stalks of celery, a teaspoon of cut up lemon, a teaspoon of ginger, about a tablespoon of turmeric, half of an apple, and I use Honeycrisp, which has a great, very kind of sweet flavor, it takes some of the bitterness out, and half of a pink grapefruit. And for whatever the reason, this is the flavor combination that really speaks to us. You can leave pieces out, you can have higher ratios. That's the beauty of a drink like this. You're going to be hard pressed for it to kind of go awry. And then as it would happen, I have these beautiful chamomile flowers, which I'm going to just throw one in there from the recent farmer's market. Whoa! So do not want to knock over turmeric drink onto your counter, onto your floor. It'll be a permanent turmeric spot. So I'm just going to fill this up with 2 cups of water based on the ratios that I just gave you. And through the magic of blending, here we go, we're just going to switch that out. This has been blended for about a minute. And so again, you can strain this and it'll have more of the consistency of a shot, or you can drink it like a smoothie. But I just wanted to pour this out so you could see this kind of golden, beautiful orange drink. Nothing like the sweetened drinks of our childhood. And all those gorgeous phytonutrients, just waiting to kind of build your body and bring up your vitality. So amazing drink. And I'm just going to have a little sip here. just to have a taste. It's always so good. There is some belief that curcumin is relatively poorly absorbed, and so at the end you can just put a little bit of pepper in. One of the constituents in black pepper, piperine, has been shown to be beneficial for absorption of curcumin. Again, I'm not sure the data for that will stand the test of time. It may be that there's other food combinations that allow for more curcumin absorption, but overall we're just thinking about how all of these beautiful phytonutrients can sort of benefit our health, benefit our body. And this is a drink that you could have every day without too much ramification. Of course, check in with your doctor, and this isn't specific medical advice if you have particular medical problems. If you are in a big family and you can even just do this as a mocktail. We don't drink alcohol in our family, so you can do this with a little bit of tonic water, put the chamomile flowers on top. It's a lot of fun to do that. Or serve it as a shot in the morning. It'll keep in the fridge for at least a day or two at its most vibrant and potent kind of capacity, but as time goes by, it kind of loses some of that as the phytonutrients are slowly being broken down. So thanks for joining me today, and thanks for learning with me about the Tumeric Elixir, which is something you can add easily to your home kitchen. Okay, so I've got a little PS for you today, and that is one of my tips for chopping turmeric. So I've got a pair of garden gloves that I've dedicated just for the kitchen, and I'm just going to show you because turmeric gets all over everything, and when it's on your hands, it can take days to come out. So I'd go in seeing patients, and I would just be covered in turmeric. So this is a great way to sort of shield the fingers, and you can just take a sharp knife and gently cut away, minimizing as much as you can of what you're going to get rid of. Some people use the outer portion, but I feel like oftentimes this turmeric has traveled a long way to get to us. It adds a kind of more fibrous quality to the flavor, so I tend to take it off, but I try to do it as minimally as possible. So you can see there's a little bit of the turmeric rhizome with my garden gloves. So again, careful with the turmeric because it'll stain everything, including your fingernails, your hands, your clothes, your countertop, everything. So here you go.